Dirk joins us now. How you feeling this morning?
I'm good, thank you.
Now, when you have a loss, how does the loss affect you now as opposed to when you were, 5 years in the league or, when you were 2 years in the league?
Well, I still take it pretty hard. I got to admit, I don't really sleep well after losses, so I'm a little tired this morning. But, it's another day tomorrow, another game tomorrow. You always look forward to the next one, get better today a little bit in practice, get some shots up, and then get some rest tonight and hopefully turn around tomorrow and get a win. We've lost like 6 out of 8, so we're in a tough spot, and we got to get going. We got a nice little homestand here for about 2 weeks, and it's time to get some wins.
When you were a rookie, who do you remember facing? Like, is there one game that stands out?
I remember my first game right away was in Seattle against Detlef Schrempf, and obviously he's a German hero of all of us, and that was really weird. It was bizarre. I mean, I was looking around in the stands. I mean, it was crazy to be there, and that was probably my worst NBA game ever. And then I think my second or third game right away was against Houston back in the days. And they had Charles Barkley, Scottie Pippen, and Olajuwon all on one team, and I was in awe, and it was unbelievable experience that whole first year.
But can you understand then what Porzingis is going through, where you come from another country, there's hype around you, you're trying to fit in, and there's also part of you that's like, oh my gosh, I'm on the floor now with these guys that I probably had posters on my wall.
For sure, it's not easy, but he's handling it terrific. He's a good kid. You can tell he's a smart kid, but the way he's handling himself and on the court, he's a competitor. I don't think he has any weakness. Obviously, he needs to get a little stronger, but he can shoot, he can post, he can block shots, and he's doing a lot better than I was doing in my first year. So I'm a big fan of him. If he keeps working, the sky's the limit for sure for this kid.
But what was the moment where you said, okay, I can play in the league?
Well, it wasn't until towards the end of my rookie year. I was struggling most of my rookie year. End of my year, that year, Nelly's like, hey, now we're out of the playoffs, get some experience and just, get a few more experiences under your belt. And that's what I did. I had some good games there. End of my first year, I had like even 28 one night. And I think that gave me confidence for the summer league after my first year, and also for returning from my second year. That was big.
Can you teach somebody how to shoot like you shoot?
Well, I think it's a little bit of everything. It's some technique, it's some talent, it's a touch you need to have, but also there's a lot of little fine things you need to look at when you're a shooter that can be improved. So I've been shooting for 20 plus years, and I'm still in the gym every day trying to work out kinks and try something new and try something different. So a shot, you can always work on.
Best defender you ever went against?
Oh, there's been some great ones. I think the guys that give me the most problems are like the 6'7", 6'8" guys that are quick, that are still long enough to contest my shots, that are quicker than me. So when I put it on the floor, they're right there. They play my spin. So usually, the Sean Marions, KG was a good defender in his day. So there's been some great defenders in this league.
The last time you looked at a roster, like the next game, and you go, I'm going to get 40.
I'm not sure. Maybe 10 years ago. You just sometimes you're in a groove, and it doesn't really matter who's on you. You just feel it, and it feels like every shot's going in. And there are some nights where you can't even make a layup. So it's funny how it works in this league.
How would you describe Steph Curry? Let's say somebody hadn't seen him, and you go back home to Germany, and they say, "Tell me about Steph Curry." How would you, in your eyes, as one of the great scorers of all time, describe that?
I would describe him as one of the best, or the best, off-the-dribble shooter that I've ever seen in this league. We've had a lot of great spot-up shooters come through this league, and from Ray Allen to whoever, but I've never seen anybody shoot off the dribble like Steph. The range is unlimited. He can make any shot as soon as he crosses half court. And I remember watching the playoffs last year, even 2 years ago, and he was in one of those zones in the third quarters, and I'm yelling at the TV, shoot, as soon as he crosses half court. That's how incredible this kid is and how much fun he is to watch.
I see some Nash in him as well. Is that can you see that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think the creativity is there with the passing and some of the playmaking and the drives and always never turn the ball over, kind of making something up on the fly. And I can definitely see some of that in his creativity. But he's definitely looking more to shoot than Steve ever has. Steve always took big shots and looked for a shot late, but early in the game it was all about his teammates and only would take open shots. And Steph is obviously a better scorer and a more willing scorer than Steve. We sometimes had to force Steve to score the ball.
Isn't that interesting, though? One of the great shooters, percentage-wise, of all time. And I remember early in his career, coaches would yell at him to shoot more.
Yeah, for sure. He was always looking for a teammate. And same with Jay Kidd, who could score, who could post, who was a decent three-point shooter, but he always wanted to look for his open teammates, and that's just the guys that they are.
How often does retirement come up from those around you? Not you, but those around you in your smaller circle.
Too much. The media brings it up all the time, but I'm still enjoying. I'm enjoying competing. I'm enjoying playing with the team, and I'm still enjoying the grind of it, the daily workouts, the daily practices, and the games will always be easy. And so I just have to see how my body feels next couple of years, and we'll go from there.
Well, you get people who almost like they want to push you out the door, and you're thinking, wait, I'm still enjoying it, still playing at a high level, just got to 29,000, and it's almost like everybody wants to be ahead of the curve to say, so have you made up your mind yet? And Mark Cuban even said, about a retirement tour. Are you gonna indulge Mark and have a retirement tour when you eventually get around to it?
I probably won't. I'm gonna try to fulfill this contract. I have another year on my contract next year, and we'll just see how my body feels. And also, with this new bar find partnership I got, hopefully it helps me for the next couple of years and play even longer.
What kind of braces do you wear? Do you have just knee braces?
It's mostly knees. Ankles I get taped every game, but the knees I've had some trouble with. I even had knee surgery a couple years ago, and these braces are great. They're light, and they let you breathe and they keep you warm. And so I think it's a no-brainer, that partnership, and I'm looking forward to hopefully extending my career a couple more years.
You get Kobe anything for retirement?
I haven't. It was good to see him, though. I'm a big fan of his. Been my entire career, and we talked a little bit last game afterwards. So I was happy for him. He deserves all what he's getting now. He's been incredible for this league, and he's been so much fun to watch for me. And I was always a big fan of his game. So he deserves this farewell tour, and I wish him nothing but luck after his career.
Has Mark Cuban ever taken a letter off of you in horse? Has he ever done some damage to you shooting?
I know. I remember you used to lose to Avery all the time in horse, but I've never lost to Mark in horse. He still claims he beat me in one-on-one when he first bought the team because he used to be around all the time. He used to come to every practice, and we used to play a little bit after. But I don't remember him actually beating me. I don't recall that at all.
Avery beat me once, Dirk. That was it. Not all the time.
You guys only played once.
Yeah, he doesn't want a rematch.
So you're 0-1.
Yes, I am.
For life.
Yeah, but I would take a piece of him right now. He just, he's afraid. He's dodging me, Dirk.
That's what he's doing. Okay,
yeah,
I got you.
I mean, you saw it. The circus was in town that day, and you saw it. And
the circus was in town. You'll never let me live that down.
It is, but it's such a great line. As soon as you're walking down the steps down to the practice facility, and then you see me on the court, and you're going, the circus is in town.
I always said, put a tent over this place. That was my favorite back in the days. Sure.
Good to talk to you again, and good luck, and thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Take care.
That's Dirk Nowitzki.